shampoo and conditioner, and I'm going to wash the bundles before I start anything else. You're also going to need bleach. I used the bleaching powder, which is the BW2 by Clairol, and I'm also using the Clairol 40 volume developer as well. So before you start, safety is first, so I am putting on some gloves, and I'm basically going to use 2 scoops of the bleach powder, and I'm kind of eyeballing the developer. I just make sure that the bleach kind of turns into a loose paste, like basically glue, like Elmer's glue type of consistency. So basically, I'm going to brush out the bundles. I think this is a key process in when you're dyeing the bundles, just to make sure that everything is neat and it doesn't get too messy. So basically, you're going to take the bleach and you're going to put it on the ends of the hair. At first, I just went straight across, but then you're going to see I kind of go back and start doing some ticking motions and kind of go up and down very sporadically, just to give a highlighted and more seamless effect. You don't want any harsh lines in your hair. Also, one thing to mention, this is just my personal method. I like to put the bundles on a clothing hanger, just because I think it makes it a lot easier when it comes to flipping and just keeping the hair organized and secure. So after I do that, I'm basically brushing over their hair again, and the purpose of that is to kind of drag up the bleach and just make sure there really isn't any harsh lines at all, and then also just make sure there's no knots. And you're going to flip the hair and do the exact same thing on the opposite side, just to make sure that both sides of the hair is covered. Once you bleach the ends, you're going to put the hair in aluminum foil, and I let this sit for exactly 6 minutes. So after 6 minutes, it basically is going to turn the hair just a light brown color. It's not going to be that dramatic, but just keep that in mind. You are going to let the bleach stay on that portion of the hair for longer than the rest of it. So after that, you just brush it out, and then you're going to move on to bleaching the rest of the hair. So I just kind of keep inching up towards the top until I get about an inch or two away from the top wefts. So basically, I'm just going to keep applying the bleach in a straight line until I really get up to the top portion, and that is when I will start doing the ticking motions again, just to make sure that everything is kind of even. It gives that highlighted effect, and yeah, it just makes it a lot more seamless when it comes to bleaching. And again, I'm just keeping brushing through the hair, just making sure there's no knots, and kind of just dragging that bleach up slowly by slowly. And again, you can't forget to flip the hair and do the exact same thing on the opposite side. You don't want any extra black patches. If you don't flip the hair, you really have to make sure you're getting every single portion of the hair on the bundle. After that, you're going to wrap it in aluminum foil, and I let that sit for 30 minutes, and this is the final result when you come out of the 30 minutes. But I was not really happy with the ends. I wanted them to be lighter. So I'm going to re-bleach the ends, and I'm basically taking the bleach about halfway up the bundle, just to make sure that it just is a lighter portion of it, and also just to make sure that it's seamless. So again, I'm going straight across, just putting on the bleach with the flat side, and then I'm going to go back again and do the ticking motions, brush it out, just make sure that I'm getting a lot of highlighted effects. I'm very uneven with it, very messy, but that's the purpose, just to make sure you're getting that seamless and highlighted effect. And once you do both sides of the hair, you're going to again put it in some foil, and this time I didn't really time it. I kind of just kept an eye on it, so every about 10 minutes or so I would open it back up just to see what it looked like. So this is what the bundles look like after you wash out all of the bleach and let it air dry. I'm letting you guys know that I did deep condition the bundles after I washed out the bleach, just to make sure that the ends were not dry, and that is the shade that it came out.